getting a huge ovation from the fans. I know Kotsab's going to tell us that it was him they were cheering for. I might have to break his heart.
I am a little gobsmacked at this reaction, but you know what? People love winners, and Mayafa has been on. Oh my goodness, he just tore that fan's sign. And I have to think Kotsab's in his ear on that one.
Oh, of course he is. Well, a scary person to have in a monster's ear is our partner Kotsab.
That brain with that body is a horrifying mixture.
But this might be his biggest test yet.
I mentioned earlier that Durning be a St. John favorite, but another St. John favorite who came up with Durning, the working class hero, Mark Thomas. He is truly a man of the people.
Always happy to see him here. The fans love to see him here. What I'm worried about, because I haven't known Kotsab as long as you have, but what I learned is that he doesn't like Mark Thomas.
He never has, never will.
So to have a monster at his disposal to take out Mark Thomas, I'm scared. I mean, Mark Thomas is not going to back down. We know this. But I'm scared for what's going to happen to Mark Thomas tonight.
I'm scared too, but you know what? Think of the pedigree Mark Thomas has. 205 Live, wrestled Dillinger. He's been at this over 20 years.
Right.
He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's fought big men before. He's beaten big men before.
It's true. So it's going to take all his 20 years of experience to beat this monster, because we've seen him take out people like it's nothing.
Look at him going right to Mayafa. You know he's not scared. I don't think Mark Thomas knows fear.
No, and of course Kotsab has a microphone.
Oh. I thought getting him off the booth out of here and not talk.
I mean, we get enough of them up here. We don't if we get more of them.
Now this is a proper reaction.
Now you'll see the booing at him. I actually don't think he's ever been cheered, so.
Nothing less.
Would not expect it.
Boy, do I feel sorry for you tonight. I told you. Let him go. I told you.
You're a brave man, Travis. I would join in on this, but we've already been attacked last show, so I'm going to try to keep it on the, the even side this time.
Fair.
He's hungry. Look out, he's hungry.
Here we go. Myers trying to get control here. We have a brawl. Hoover getting involved too, man.
You might be the hardest Sussex New Brunswick. Tonight, you are being met to Mayafa.
Here at Superstars of Wrestling, we'd like to apologize to our fans from Sussex, New Brunswick. You never know what Kotsab's going to say. But Gary, that reaction was music to my ears.
If I had $1 for every time that we had to apologize for Kotsab's actions or words that he says in this show, I probably could have retired.
Amen to that. When I think of St. John, New Brunswick, I think of two words: blue collar. And no one represents that more than Mark Thomas. He truly is the people's champion here in a lot of ways. Win, lose, draw. We love him, but look.
He is the 9-to-5 hero.
Mayafa throwing Mark Thomas over 200 pounds, and he just launched him across the ring like it was nothing.
Yeah, he's given up a lot of size in this one, but he doesn't lack in heart. He's
Not
given
even
up
the
in size, he
microphone.
has in heart.
And
so.
we are joined by RJ Hooper, the voice above the noise. I saw you trying to break up this brawl. You're a braver man than I.
The amount of human mass that was in that ring just now, and I don't just mean Joshua Kotsabasakis, I mean all three of them. Heavyweight personality out of Kotsabasakis, but two heavyweight superstars out of Mark Thomas and the dangerous Mayafa.
Absolutely. And you know that Kotsab never shuts up. But,
We know that. We're very happy to have you here with us. Thanks for joining us.
I'm very glad to be up here. I like that we're making this now a tradition every time Kotsab steps away. A real voice steps in.
Thank you. You're much more pleasant than him. I'll tell you that. But look at this, Mark Thomas with the pin, but Mayafa able to get out of it now.
Much more pleasant when he wasn't swinging a chair.
Oh, look at this. Some great counters from Mark Thomas. Drops down, shades of Dustin Rhodes and a jumping knee. Now, RJ Hooper, you've been in the ring with Mark Thomas. Unbelievable. As I was about to ask before that beautiful lariat, what can you tell me about Mark Thomas from your experience?
Now, the Mark Thomas I know is one that I've known for over 20 years. As I shared earlier this evening, and while I was in the ring with Dick Durning, the blood and the sweat of the backyard starting also with Mark Thomas, truthfully also with Wesley Pipes. We have all known each other for a very, very long time. It was shared on the Superstars of Wrestling social media page, a picture of all of us in the ring after Draice Durning's first match several months ago. This used to be a family. This used to be a brotherhood, friends who have been through it for thick and thin over multiple decades, and Wesley Pipes has just destroyed that and flushed it right down the crap.
Well, I appreciate that insight, RJ, but man, nothing gets in between family like a slaughterhouse.
Does he ever get in between?
We saw that.
Mark Thomas took him out of the ring, but Mayafa quickly with the upper hand again.
And we saw Mayafa so smart to squeeze the life out of Mark Thomas with that bear hug, but the crowd rallying behind the working class hero. You must have seen this numerous times.
The roar of the crowd is more than enough for Mark Thomas to get him up on his feet and fighting back. The phrase "heart of a champion" truthfully had to have been written about Mark Thomas.
Oh, I think Mayafa just broke his heart and maybe his back with that backbreaker.
Well, as you mentioned, the fans really help him get through a match, but I don't think we have enough room in here to get enough fans in here to help him overcome this monster.
And look at Kotsab barking orders at Mayafa. I've made the comparison of Junior Johnson and Daryl Waltrip, that evil genius, evil coach, and it's working.
Yeah,
the part I hate the most is that it's working.
Yeah, I mean, we have our things with him as we fight up here a little bit together, but you couldn't have a better person in your corner than that man.
You know firsthand, Kotsab has the pedigree.
I don't know if he eats dog food, but he certainly has had some pedigree at this time.
I would like to think so. And look at that. Mayafa.
He has stolen the hat of Mark Thomas.
Oh, jeez.
Around the ring.
Oh, now he has his hat. Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know about good, but he's certainly bad and ugly with that hat.
No class in that choice of fashion at all.
Absolutely. And you don't see this out of Mayafa too often, the technical side, but when you're 300 pounds and you're torquing someone's arm, I don't care what your technical background is, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it does. And what? Mark Thomas doesn't, well...
Oh!
He tried.
Sidewalk slam from Mayafa. I thought he was going to drive him to the ring, RJ.
With all his recent losses, a lot of people are saying that Mark Thomas may have forgotten who he is. But as he continues to fight back here tonight with Mayafa, as he continued to fight back last month against Giant Orion, I can tell you for a fact, Mark Thomas may have forgotten how to win, but he has not forgotten who he is. He's fighting for every single inch here tonight.
I think you're right, RJ. And I think Mark Thomas will never forget who he is. What is this?
Oh,
a right hand from Josh Kotsabasakis.
Does that surprise
You're not
you?
in the match.
And a bow. Does that surprise you?
Tips the hat. Don't tip it to me. I don't endorse that at all. And look,
the Greek gambler has proven that he is more of a Greek gobbler, a complete turkey out there.
Thank you, RJ, for that. That is so true.
Nice analogy.
Snap suplex from Mayafa. But we mentioned this last time, man. 300 pounds, you should hook the leg.
Yeah, exactly.
That boy ain't kicking out.
And Kotsab will tell him that afterwards. You know he will. He'll be in his ear about that afterwards.
Dude, I don't know if they watch tape or what they do, go back to the drawing board, but whatever they do is effective. And here they go. They're taking a break
telling them
right
right
now.
now.
They're in the huddle.
Yep.
Give him
He told him
advice.
there to hook the
I don't
leg.
want any of our viewers or listeners to discredit Kotsabasakis. He is the brains of this operation. He is a former heavyweight champion.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And you look at him. What's he doing?
He tends to remind us that quite a bit up here, actually. So.
Oh. Kotsab was doing a little celebratory dance a little early. He thought that hip attack was it, but if there's one thing you can count on Mark Thomas, he's going to fight till his dying breath.
He is.
Kotsab tonight mildly resembling the Cookie Monster, taking a page out of Sesame Street book and telling Mr. Scott Myers how to count to 3.
Oh, man. Can you be on commentary with us every match, RJ? I'm loving
exactly.
this.
Listen, as long as Kotsab continues to keep his feet warm, it is uncomfortably warm. I don't know what was going on here before.
Absolutely beautiful. But here we go. Again, Mayafa going back to his handler, his coach, the brains of the operation. I'm terrified of what he's telling this man to do.
Nothing says you are the man with a plan than constantly going back to ask that massive blob of a human being what to do in wrestling.
Mayafa thinking Baldo bomb. Oh,
No, he can't.
Thomas, that back has been so compromised. And Mayafa, Baldo bomb, middle of the ring. Thanks for coming, Mark Thomas. And are you kidding me?
Wow. Only Mark Thomas could kick it out.
You were telling us, Hooper, how
The heart of a champion, the will to fight. Mark Thomas, I don't care how many checks are in the loss column, he will fight with every single thing he has every single time.
that you were telling us how resilient he is, and how many times is Mayafa going back to Kotsabasakis, man? There's maybe some doubt creeping in.
Maybe.
Like, Coach, what do I do to put this guy away?
Well, as Coach says many times when we watch Mark Thomas, I believe his words is Mark Thomas is too stupid to stay down.
Thomas,
I won't disagree with that statement.
did you see that diving DDT from Mark Thomas? Created distance with the boot first, and now he's in the driver's seat a little bit. Stinger splash for Mark Thomas.
Kotsab's looking a little nervous out there.
Full head of steam. Mayafa still on his feet. Thomas thinking top rope once again. Axe handle smash has him staggered, and a drop kick.
Thomas is so fast.
Spine buster. Is this it? Make the cover. 2 and no.
Just barely.
Hooper, I thought that spine buster was Thomas's best
Here
shot.
it comes. Are you getting ready for it? He's gonna cue it up.
To your point, Mr. Daniels, as Kotsab says, Mark Thomas is too stupid to stay down. No one's going to confuse him for a university scholar.
And he connects flush with a 9 to 5.
And Kotsab's up there to distract him.
The education.
Thank you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Thank you, Mark Thomas. Doing us all a favor. This is long overdue.
We're not gonna get to see it.
And here it is, the trophy mantle. Driving Thomas through the middle of the ring, and Mayafa wins again.
By Josh Kotsabasakis. Mayafa with another win.
Mayafa saves his handler and saves the W.
Certainly Mayafa's toughest challenge to date. Inarguably the hardest opponent he's ever had to face. For all the boys in the back who are watching, I hope they are studying this matchup. If there are any holes in the game of Mayafa, any holes in the strategy of Joshua Kotsabasakis, they were visible tonight as he took on the challenge of the working class hero Mark Thomas.
Amen. Thank you, RJ Hooper.
Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Gary, what is it gonna take to beat this duo?
I don't know.
You saw it every time Mayafa looked human. He went back to Kotsab and almost recharged his batteries every time and got the upper hand.
Good coach to have in your corner. Like I said, he's evil, he's evil-minded. That's exactly what you need to be successful in this business. And he is showing Mayafa everything that he knows.
We'll be right back.